What's going on, everybody? This is Enough with the BS podcast. This is going to be part 2 of the recap of the 2016 sports. We're going to kick everything off with college sports right now. And let's go ahead and play the sound bite. I'm sure it's going to be to Josh's enjoyment.
Let's see what you got.
Let's get into it.
Or less to give it.
Remember, Carolina has one timeout if it wants it. It's Barry, who had the hot hand from 3 in the first half. They're going to have to do something from the outside now. It's Page off balance. Puts it out. Impossible. How did he do that? Ties the game with 4.7 seconds to go. How about that kid?
They beat him up for the season with his inability to make threes. He kept his composure. This time, the little guy with some major onions to tie this thing up.
Incredible. Got away from Ochefu, then had to adjust with Archie Diacono coming after him.
How special is this kid? Great student, great kid to talk to. Leadership qualities above the norm. And lifted his team with a chance now with 4 to go. Villanova's got to get a quick push to get it up the floor. I would say, look at the kid there.
Going to go length of the court with Archie Diacono. 3 seconds at midcourt.
Jenkins
gives it to Jenkins for the championship. The national champions with Jenkins hitting the winner at the buzzer.
Jim, they're going to check it. I thought it was good live, but how about those onions? A counter. Double order, sauteed, if it's good.
Well, they're going to check the clock. If there's any time, and boy, they've got a problem on their hands if they do. Because the streamers, the confetti, they would have to clear it. Watch this.
And the recognition of Arch finding Jenkins. Miscommunication by North Carolina.
I don't need to hear any more of that. I'm done. I'm done. Before we get into it, everybody, welcome to Enough with the BS podcast. This is part 2 of our sports series. This is recapping the 2016 top stories in sports. That what you just listened to was my heart being shredded by the Villanova. What are
Wildcats.
Whatever. Villanova won the game 77-74.
Hey. At least they saved you from having another championship revoked once the NCAA finishes their investigation on you. So now you only have 2 championships removed instead of 3 championships removed. So they kind of saved you that heartache.
Man, I guess, though. Man. Damn.
That shit.
Marcus Page hit that. Oh, I'm still hurt. I'm still affected.
Should be.
There should be another championship banner hanging up from the rafters.
Definitely not.
There should have been baby blue confetti falling.
It definitely wasn't.
Quite beautifully. And instead, it was that ugly ass Villanova blue confetti.
Yeah.
Bryce Johnson, where were you? Was you exiled in the game plan? Because it just seemed to disappear. Marcus Page and Joel Berry combined for 41 out of the 74 points. I believe Bryce had at least 14 or 16. So where the hell was everybody else at?
I don't know.
Chris Jenkins, where is he? Is he still on the team?
He's still on Villanova, yeah. He was going to test the waters, but they decided to come back.
Villanova shot 58% from the field. North Carolina shot like 46. It was the first buzzer beater in a national championship game since 1985. That game, oh my God.
Up and down. Yeah, your defense was terrible that game, just like it is this year. Didn't you give up 105 points to Kentucky the other day?
That defense is god awful this year.
Come on.
It's 10.
What's going on with you guys?
I don't know, man. Maybe they're not going to class and
that
distracted.
Might be it. Yeah, that definitely might be it.
Come on, Roy. Fake another heart attack.
Yeah, he's going to be fired at the end of this year. So,
Man, but that wasn't only, get story from 2016 from collegiate. You have UConn women winning their 4th in a row, undefeated.
Yeah.
The most
Impressive.
dominant school in college history. Gino, is Gino already considered the best women's coach ever? Does he surpass Pat Summitt?
Yeah. He's definitely done that.
Yeah, that UConn women team is unbelievable. God, that team was unbelievable. Like, and right now they're supposed to be having a down year.
Yeah. But they still winning.
Yeah, and now
They barely won.
were they number 2 when they
I
beat
think so.
Notre
They
Dame?
were like, they weren't the number 1 ranked team. Yeah,
They're
But I
number
think
1
they are
now.
Yeah. They've shown that they haven't really lost anything.
Gino is an unbelievable coach, but what he's done to that school is, I don't think it's talked about enough.
Yeah.
4 national titles in a row. You go undefeated, and there's no competition in women's basketball. Every year he seems to be number one recruiting class. If not number 1, it's number 2. He just keeps retooling, and he's making it look easy.
Yeah. I mean, this year they did have one of the close games. They have a couple close games this year, and they're not as dominant. But like you said, he's doing a hell of a job. But I mean, I could see him, losing this year. Like 4 years of dominance before, they're not as dominant this year. But they might be right for the pickings here this year.
Yeah, man. And there was that's just the college basketball scene. College football, to me, had I don't know if I can say it was better than Nova Carolina, because that was exciting.
Yeah.
But it was just as exciting. And let's go ahead and break into the soundbite for this one. God, it was a good game.
Has worked hard tonight, doing everything for his offense. Quick response does cut into the lead, but now the Tigers defense is going to have to stop Henry and company. Drake makes a cut, gets the corner. Look out, Kenyon Drake can fly. Eludes the kicker and will not be caught. Touchdown, Drake. 95 yards. Non-offensive touchdown this season for this team.
And think of the injuries. Think of the career that Drake's had. A missed tackle there by Tankersley, and there's no way Kearse can catch him. Or the kicker. The only guy that had a chance was T.J. Green at the end, 15. Drake sensed him and dove for the pylon to get it to the corner.
Another look. He extends his arms. Just the fuel tank about empty. He's getting near that pylon and reaches for it. And gets it.
That's a touchdown.
Man, what a good game that was. And I think the main thing to turn around that game was their onside kick Nick Saban did. It was with 10 minutes and 34 seconds left in the game where he made that onside kick play. Now that soundbite was for a kickoff return. I think those 2 biggest plays decided the game. Clemson, in my opinion, outplayed Alabama. Which is, when does that ever happen to Nick Saban? Yeah. I mean, they had 31 first downs compared to Alabama 18, 550 total yards compared to 473. Another main factor in the game, Clemson had the only turnover.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was so close.
It was, and like you said, the onside kick was the turning point, because Alabama, he knew he couldn't stop them on the offensive side of the ball, so he needed an extra possession, and he gambled and got it. That's why Nick Saban is the GOAT.
Damn, man, he's a good shit.
I don't think a lot of other coaches would have had the balls to try to do that. They would have just been like, we got to stop him. But you can't. You couldn't stop that Clemson team last year.
And I know I was looking at something the other day, and they were saying how Nick Saban by himself could have changed the whole complexity of football in the NFL and in college sports. Because they were saying when he was at Miami, they were trying to sign Drew Brees as the quarterback. But the team doctors for the Miami Dolphins didn't clear Drew Brees. So they didn't sign him. Drew Brees, of course, wound up going to New Orleans. Rest is history. Nick Saban left and went to Alabama. They were saying if that was the case, Nick Saban would have actually been pushing Bill Belichick for all those AFC titles.
You think?
They claim he was an amazing coach because the defense was solid.
Coach,
He was just a quarterback away.
Yeah.
Drew Brees with that team, man. Strong possibility that they could have been pushing New England. Urban Meyer would have still been at the University of Florida.
Nah, he wouldn't. He would
have dipped anyway.
Yeah, Tebow's gone. I'm gone. Boom.
I can't believe that clown.
My heart hurts now.
But back to Clemson. Another, I think, big story came out of Clemson during that Clemson-Louisville game versus Lamar Jackson. To me, that was the birth of his Heisman candidacy.
Yeah.
Because, man, he went off that game. I think he had, he threw for 295 and rushed for 162. I mean, it was unbelievable. And I know coming out of high school, ESPN had him ranked 3 out of 5 stars and gave him an average grade of 79. They didn't even respect him that much. And he visited 4 schools, which was Louisville, Nebraska, Mississippi State, and unfortunately Florida.
Wow.
But wound up going to Louisville, and the rest of that is history. Now he's 2016 Heisman Trophy winner. A lot of people are comparing him to Michael Vick. What you think?
I don't know about Michael Vick. He's a little frail. He's kind of built like Bridgewater.
It's kind of small.
Yeah, he's built like Teddy Bridgewater, and we all saw what happened to Teddy with that horrific knee injury.
Why does Teddy wear that Michael Jackson glove?
He's got little hands, they say. So, it helps his little hands and grip the ball and throw the ball. So, I let him wear the gloves. But Teddy's good, but he's nowhere near as elusive as Lamar Jackson. But Lamar, he's going to have to put some weight on because he's quick, but a lot of those guys in the NFL, they pretty quick too. And if Khalil Mack gets his hands on you, Lamar, you're going to be out. You're going to be in concussion protocol. So if he can still bulk up maybe a little bit, he can. And then there's throwing. I don't know if he's that accurate. People still have questions about his accuracy. So I don't know if he'd be a first-round pick. But it all depends on what he does at the combine. So
yeah, you know what? And to go to baseball, and I don't even want to get too much into it because baseball is garbage to me.
Wow.
Just congratulations to the Cubs for winning
Cubs.
the World Series. I had a soundbite on them. I don't even feel like playing it. It's boring as hell. I hate baseball.
Yeah.
I love the Cubs. Now, that series, though, was exciting. That was the first time I've been dived into a World Series, and I don't know how long. And I mean, Game 7 to me was epic. It went 10 innings, had a 17-minute rain delay. It had all of the drama you wanted out of a Game 7. But it's baseball. But hey, first World Series since 1908.
Yeah, I'll give them that. They're not the lovable losers anymore.
Yeah, congratulations,
there
Cubs,
you go,
man.
Chicago.
To me, the most interesting story out of baseball was not the Cubs, even though some may say it. To me, it was Adam LaRoche. Remember that clown?
Away. Yeah, walked away.
Walked away from a contract that could have paid him $13 million because the team president told him, "Hey, you can't bring your son to practice." Now, I remember we did a podcast about that. What damn job is going to allow you to bring your son to work every day?
Yeah. That's no job is going to do that. I mean, I think it was just about the way they told him how to not bring his son to work every day. And I think that kind of pissed him off. But it's... I don't know if I could walk away from that much money. Like you said, I might have to tell him, like, hey, little guy, you're going to have to stay home today. I got $13 million to make. But maybe I already had enough money. Baseball players, they make ridiculous amounts of money anyway. Maybe he had enough and he was just tired of the game.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, and the president, he basically told him, like, I don't know what organization in America allows you to bring your kid to work every day. I didn't say he cannot come, just
And all,
dial it
yeah,
back.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. But Adam